Project Hurricane is an RTS game where the player has to survive through multiple waves of enemies to protect their castle.
Hi, I'm Michael Walls. I'm 3D modeler and animator for Project Hurricane. So for Hurricane, I made the archery range, the barracks, the farm, made the troop character that's going to be running around all the place, the horse that is going to be populating and actually using it for one of the actual attack units, made the spears, so the halberds, pikes, that sort of stuff, and I made the bow. Had only one bow in the end because, well, we're only using one. And I made some foliage stuff for like the bushes, made a little pond, trees, that sort of thing for populating the scene. All the buildings I've done, the archery range, the barracks and the farm, they all have 3 different diffuse maps on for the tier. They start off with things like hay and they work up to like some wood, stone and iron. They also have normal maps on them for each of those tiers. So the archery range has about 24 textures in total on it. Things I've animated are the troop and the horse. So I've made 2 different animations for the troop, for Idle, standing around just sort of, so it looks like he's actually doing something. And I've made the running animation for them, moving between places. I've done the animation for the horse as well, for when it's at full trot, when it's just walking about, and a couple little animations for when it's idling about as well.
Hi, I'm Vincent. I'm working on Project Hurricane. I'm one of the programmers for this project. For the Project Hurricane, I've mainly worked on the troops. I created an AI to control them. This AI makes troops able to choose a building as target, move to it, and destroy it in order to defeat the player. I also work on the spawning of these troops, and add the different animation for my coworkers in the game, and add texture to them.
Hi, I'm Ricky. I'm a programmer for Project Hurricane.
For the project, I worked on the player controller, buildings, and the construction workers. So for the player controller, using WASD, they're able to move around the map, and while holding shift, they'll move faster. The player is able to place multiple buildings. For example, the farm here, so it'll follow the cursor around until the player left clicks, which will then place the building like so. But instead, if the player right clicks, it'll remove it entirely. So to allow the building to actually start building, need some NPCs or construction workers who will actually move to the building and start constructing it. So at the moment, it's not doing anything, and now some of the progress will start going up. Now that the building's complete, the player is able to select it, and this will give them some information about the building. So, for example, obviously the building name is Farm. It has 200 health. Currently it's level 1. The building is also able to be upgraded. Again, this costs resources. So upgrade will go to level 2, and then level 3, and currently level 3 is the max. If you click on more information, it'll give you more information to do like the historical context of that building. Each building is set up using a master, and then that master, you can create a child from that master, and then that'll set up each of these buildings. So for example, the attack tower, these will now move towards it and finish constructing it. And this tower is currently set up to attack the construction workers, but in the final build it is set up to attack the enemy troops that will be attacking the player. And this will keep attacking until the troop is dead. By using a master and then creating a child of each, it allows us to create buildings a lot more faster, and apply changes a lot faster as well, while making all the blueprints that we needed. The NPCs are set up using a behavioural tree. So while there is a building to be constructed, they'll wait a random amount of time, and then they'll start moving towards the building. Once they actually get to location, they'll then turn invisible, and then the building construction manager will then take over and start constructing the building. At the moment, they'll only move to the next one in the array, so if I place the second one, they'd move to that one after the one before is completed.
Hello, my name is Callum Cheshire and I am 3D modeller for Project Hurricane. For Project Hurricane, I did the models for the blacksmith. I've been textured, and I did the stables, which have been textured, and lumber mill, and also made the mining building, which has also been textured.
Hi, my name's Josh Riley and I was working on the audio for Project Hurricane.
The type of things my role required me to do was recording and editing sounds to be used in our games. All of the sounds in the game were created from scratch and edited according to the desired art style. For Project Hurricane, the sounds need to be cartoony. This means making them sound over-exaggerated. As the game is a tower defense resource management game, a lot of the sounds represent what building is going to be constructed.
Hi, I'm Matt Key and I'm 3D modeller for Project Hurricane. For Project Hurricane, I basically made the castle and the city walls surrounding the area of where they're going to attack. I made the attack turrets, which have 3 levels. There are 3 different types of towers, however, at the current state it just does the same thing. Each tower is, again, the texturing goes from wood, stone, and then upgraded finally to iron. That basically then increases the damage from what they do. The castle and the city walls stay the same, they're just stone all the way throughout. The other, there's resource buildings of the lumber mill and the blacksmith, and I basically textured them again, level 1 wood, 2 stone, 3 iron. Increases the resource they generate when they leveled up, allowing the player to get more resources to do more upgrades for what they need.